Guys, welcome back to another episode of the BasedBros live stream. We are now on episode number 29, which is, I mean, honestly, pretty nice. It's almost been like a month that we've been streaming almost on a daily basis. And that is really, really cool because when you're starting out, you don't really understand how far you will come along. And you don't also know like who's ever going to support you, right? So I just wanted to take a moment to give a shout out to Zero One Exchange, O1 Exchange, however they spell it. I'm sorry, guys. I may have gotten that wrong. Um, because that team took a gamble on me and decided to grace me with a Twitter badge. So if you actually go to my profile right now, let's go together. Okay. If you actually go to my profile right here, you can see that I have a Twitter badge now. And it is affiliated with the O1 exchange. I really hope it's O1 and not 01. I, again, sorry guys, I may be dyslexic. Anyway, thank you so much to the team for taking this gamble on me. I really, really appreciate it. I know it's not very common. And if you look at them, like most of their affiliates are basically traders or, more influential people than I am. Um, s- and they didn't even ask for anything in return, which really warmed my heart. They just said that we just want to help you grow because they saw me as like a net positive for the industry. So really, really a big deal for me. Thank you so much to O1 Exchange for gracing me with that Twitter badge. I really hope that I'll make you guys proud with whatever I do with that badge on against my name. Speaking of that, we have one more announcement, which is that you guys may also be noting that my name is now different on Twitter. It's like the username, I mean. It's now Adonis Cyril. So we got rid of the 0x, which, as you know, what that means, we now have to change our banner. So give me one moment as I figure out how to change this banner. Sometimes it can be really, really confusing. Let me see. Jesus Christ, bro. Can I not like change this somehow? How do I change this? Oh, bro. It's so funny. Oh, I got it. I found it. GG. We are so back. Let's go. Okay. So now our name's been edited as well. We are so back. So today we would be looking at a couple of other different protocols. Like we've got Bond protocol, as we've got Megapot, we've got Nuke, we've got Onboard. But before we go anywhere, we're gonna go there where we are required to go, which is Trading View. So first we're gonna go here and we're gonna look at BTC chart. Now, if you bought where I was buying, which was like around 87, congratulations, you're in profit. Uh, you can send me a percentage of your profits as your contribution to the tip jar. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry about it. If you guys are really scared of volatility and you invested when I said that you should invest or when I would be investing, if you guys are scared of volatility, of course, this is a good point to exit. Just take your profits because just as easily as it can go up to 95, it can also come down to 85 or even 70 for all that I care. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. TA is just astronomy for, you know, us crypto bros. So it doesn't matter. None of this is real. None of this is financial advice at the end of the day. What I'm doing nothing. Honestly, I'm not buying at these levels because I bought lower. And I'm just gonna keep it like that. Maybe if I see this range forming a little bit for a little bit, if I see consolidation, if I've got like spare cash lying around, am I going to buy? Yes, I will buy because your goal in life is what? Have one Bitcoin per loved one, right? That has not changed. Now, your loved ones may increase. Maybe you get married, maybe you have kids, maybe you have another kid. Okay, increase the number of bitcoins in your portfolio in that case. That's it. The plan does not change, the principle does not change. Have one bitcoin per loved one. And let's do simple maths, okay? So currently I'm streaming from India, right? India has 1.3 billion people. 1.3 billion with a B. That means if you go out and you pick eight people at random, one of them is going to be an Indian, which is mind blowing, right? How many bitcoins are there? 21 million. So it's the easiest deal of the century. Just own a Bitcoin. Everybody would want a Bitcoin because our generation, my generation, I'm 25 right now, it's going to grow up. It's going to start making some good money. Like the traditionally, it's going to start making some good money at around like 28, 29, 30. They may want to park investments, right? And when they see your land can be seized, your ownership can be revoked, your companies can be taken away from you, your gold can be confiscated, your shares can be put on hold, your air can be regulated, your water can be stopped, but your Bitcoin is always your Bitcoin. So, as long as you have that seed phrase in your mind and you have that wallet in control of you, nobody and their mother can take it from you. So, always remember the value of Bitcoin does not come from the fact that its price rises. The value of Bitcoin comes from its censorship resistance, from the fact that if you own it, even if you are the worst human being on history, you still own it. There cannot be a regulatory committee that comes up and takes it away from you. I mean, of course, if you have like an institution, they can of course take over the institution, and your keys can be taken away from you because they belong to the institution in some sense. But if you own it, it's in your head, my brother in Christ, you're riding all the way up to Valhalla. You will win. So just remember that. Not your keys, not your crypto. Keep your Bitcoin super duper uber safe. That's very, very important. Literally, nobody would be able to take that away from you. That is the kind of wealth you should be aiming for. Anyway, enough chatter now. Let's look at Bond Protocol. So we've got join Bond, get recognized and connect with your favorite creators at no cost. Is this like Jesus? What is that app that like connects you to celebrities? Cameo or something? Okay, Bond with creators. Tiffany Fong. Is this like their value? Like what is this? Like what is the dollar sign? Like how much money they have made or what? Okay, let me just note this down. What's the creator marquee dollar amount signifying? Is it like how much money they have made or what? Get recognized and connect with your favorite creator at no cost. Creators today rely heavily on platforms they don't control. Yes, makes it impossible if you know who your fans just can. One time refundable endorsement that says I believe in you. Fans bond their money, creators earn the interest. I'm not so sure. Is like bond as in like financial bond? It's a statement. Okay. Creators offers benefit. Is this like Patreon but on chain? One time payment Patreon. Um okay. I mean I cannot like fully like all out support this because it involves interest being paid out to creators, and as a Muslim I cannot like of course take interest. But let's let's see. Let's see what the idea is. Let's see what they're doing. Let's see what they've got. Okay. Built for creators by creators. Okay. Let me try to featured creators. Apply as a creator. Okay, let's see explore creators. Let me just explore them. Are there any people? Timbaland. I like Timbaland. Shane Mack. Okay. Okay. There needs to be. Okay, give this like a search bar if possible. Creators page search bar. I know like right now you may think that okay, we don't have enough people, that we have like a search bar, but a search bar would be pretty interesting here. Oh no, there is. There's like view all creators. What do you mean view all creators? Jesus fucking bro, who is Justin Blau? How does he what? Oh, okay, he's the founder. Oh, GG. Hi Justin. That's awesome. Connect your wallet. This can't be real, right? Uh, Oh, it's like that is the amount they've put in, and this is what he's getting. Okay. I did not see the decimal point. Continue with the wallet. We're gonna continue with Rabi. Thank you, Rabi, for always being cool enough. One day, inshallah, I'll have a Rabi sponsorship. I know it sounds really, really funny when you think about it, but it's not impossible. I think if anything in my life um, can signify over the last 2 months, it's that nothing is impossible, inshallah. If you just believe in yourself, nothing is impossible. Now I go to Gmail. Uh, where is it? Oh, the glider guys actually responded to me. Shit. Okay, they have responded to me. Like from yesterday's video, of course. But okay, okay. Justin Blau's inner circle. Oh, Leap is here as well. Oh, Leap is a good guy. I can testify for Leap because he has donate.gg, which I'm a really big fan of. I think the space needs more giving in general. And Leap is like a creator that I can really rally myself around. So let's see. Bond $1. What does this look? Okay, one USDC going there. Yeah, go ahead. Mint NFT. Oh, that's it. Did it go through? Oh, lovely. And it minted me an NFT. Huh. Bonded. And now I'm in like inner circle or not? Am I inner circle? What is this? Bond score. Okay. Let's go to Leap. View the artist page. Bro, this guy. It's honestly shameful that this guy does not have more people. Leap should have like all the amount of people ever, bro. Can I fund account? Transfer from exchange, transfer from wallet. Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Do I not have USDC anymore? Ah, fuck, bro. Okay. Um. Hmm. Wait. I'll fix this. I'll fix this. Give me 1 second. Which also reminds me, actually, see if you can also have USDT integrated and ETH integrated because I have a lot of ETH. Oh, sorry. Somebody just called me. Give me 1 second. Let me get back to you soon. Yeah. So basically, I would say they should have ETH in it. Have ETH as an option. Even if they convert it on the back end, it's completely fine. But just like give people more options. And even USDT, I think it's gonna get popular. I think the more tokens they can integrate for this bonding process, the better it is. Even on the back end, what they can do is you can actually leverage and like integrate with 0x project, the same one that like base app has integrated. So user can deposit any token on the back end, you just swap into ETH or whatever you want. Okay, so I think that would be really really cool for you guys. Anyway, now enough chatting. I think I've chatted way too much. I should probably just get myself some tokens here. Okay, I've got decent E swap. I think I can take like $5 worth of ETH, to be honest. Is it done? Yeah, I think so. Bond. I just got myself $5 worth of tokens. Each day we are so back. Okay, we just bonded. Okay, so what can be done? I like this. I would actually prefer if this was somehow like a mini app in base app. So consider that. Consider if you. I don't know if this is already a mini app. Is this a mini app yet? Would recommend, because I would want to be in a situation where, hey, I like this guy. I want to buy his creator coin. Now, there are like different ways of doing this, right? So currently, like base ecosystem, I think we are like exploring different things. We've got subscription from like Hypersub. We've got the creator coins from like Zora slash retake slash base app slash, actually not Farcaster. Farcaster has like an NFT style where you can like bid on like specific costs, and then you have this bond idea, right? So there are like four different ways that I'm seeing that this can play out. Creator coins, of course, have a lot of support from base, like the main team, but that does not mean that like another incentive mechanism cannot hold up, cannot win. I just want you to figure out, why would I want to use this over a creator coin or over a subscription model? I think for a subscription model, you can still make the argument that okay, you only have to pay once in this one, because it will be sent to like a lending and borrowing protocol, and that's how the creators earn. So it's like a one-time commitment. So it's easier for people to commit. That is really cool. I think honestly, this may be a very good idea now that I'm thinking of it, because even in subscription, you have to pay multiple number of times. In terms of creator coins, the thing is that the value of the coin can itself go down, which renders the creator pretty much empty handed. Because if you think about it, if I make a very banger video and people want to contribute, they buy shares of that coin. If I now have to sell my shares, because I own a couple of them as well, and I want to, I don't know, put gas in my tank, I'm now basically screwing over my audience in some sense, right? It's easier for really big creators like Jesse because they don't have to sell their token in order to fund their lifestyle, right? If a creator comes on chain, the dichotomy here is that if a creator is coming on chain, then they don't want to screw over their audience by selling their creator coin. So, what the next challenge is going to be is, how do we facilitate real world transactions without the creator dumping their creator coin? And this is only possible if the main source of income is not the creator coin somehow, or there is a sizable income in stables coming to the creator as a function of them selling their creator coin to more and more people. It's a problem. It's a catch 22 problem. We're all dealing with it. I think the entire ecosystem is trying to like tinker around with this yet. But this bond idea is actually, the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Wait a second. This is actually good. The only problem is that like creators like me will not be able to onboard here because it uses interest to pay out um, that fee. But for like pretty much everybody else who's okay with interest, it's actually a very good way. Should check out. It's actually a good alternative. And I think Farcaster one is also decent. In fact, Farcaster's idea is also very decent, because if I buy an NFT, I bid it. I think part of it goes to Farcaster, part of the USD fee goes to um, other people, like the actual owner. So if you're like bidding in like an auction, one guy has it. So I make a banger video. Jesse bids. Jesse bids $100. He wins the bid. He owns the video as an NFT in some sense, and I get a percentage of the stable coin flow from him, right? So that's also a very good idea. Actually, a good alternative besides Farcaster. So I think if nothing changes about, if we cannot figure out this creator coin sync very very soon, we would either just default to Bond, how Bond is doing it, or we are going to default to how Farcaster is doing it. Because right now, that creator coin really has like a dilemma. So I would really recommend for Bond to actually see if they can get away with like a mini app, because this needs to like come in front of like base creators as well. I don't think a lot of base creators actually have this at all. How do I apply as a creator? Let me see. uh Adonis Cyril, I am a live streamer on base Twitter. Well, my Twitter is this. uh Referral source, bro. To be honest, social media. I came from David's message. Apply the application submitted. Oh, thank you so much. Lovely, guys. So this was pretty nice as an experience. I'm really surprised by how good the UX is. Like, it did not fuck me over, which is like honestly rare at this point, given how many times. See, my only point is that this is very simple. This is a very simple website, and it gets the job done. So, yeah, that. The only thing I would really recommend to you guys is tell us more about who your that is, you know, your lending and borrowing protocols. Like, who are your lending and borrowing protocols? Do you have like docs, documentation? Like, who's getting it? FAQ, document, GitHub, bond amount. Okay, so you're using Morpho. Morpho is good. Okay, Morpho is good. I would highly recommend like also clarifying like which wards you're doing this, because the problem is that with lending and borrowing is that in volatile conditions this can actually go wrecked unless it's like a very safe vault, right? So that is the only thing I would really recommend. I'm not sure. Okay, it's also not clear like how do I become an inner circle member. And on top of that, clearly define the morpho words, because as somebody who has been around DeFi, one of our biggest fears is just this: not knowing is the biggest fear that a DeFi guy can have. My Jesus Christ, it's honestly like very scary. You don't want that to happen ever. It's just scary. You just want to know all the time, okay, how is my money being used? Created one for wow, you never have money. It's Spark USDC Metamorpho Vault. Okay, good on you. Just make this a little bit more apparent. Let's see how it is working. Ah, it's giving like 6.33. Good enough, I would say. It has 300 million deposits. Okay, the amount has definitely gone down. Why has the amount gone down though? 6.33 deposits. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at the screen for those of you wondering. Man, Morpho really is such a behemoth. Like, do you have any idea? Everybody would have probably told them, "Oh, it's no use. There are already like two giants of a player here." Holy shit! What is this deposit, bro? I think this guy is probably like just. I'm, 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 I'm not sure if this is normal, and I'm not somebody who's from Gauntlet or Chaos Labs who does like risk assessment, but this looks a little bit excessive. That 68% of the deposit is just one entity. If this guy withdraws, what happens then? Does everybody suddenly get more APY? And what if he deposits like 2x? Does everybody's APY crash, or does it remain unchanged? I don't know. Anyway, so Morpho really is like a behemoth in the sense that uh, everybody would have told them, hey, don't do it because you're gonna get wrecked because there are already two big players, aka Aave and Compound, but they didn't stop, and that's why I believe it's so important to just like believe in yourself. Want score? Okay. Do you guys have a token yet or no token? No token. Do you want a token? That will also kind of inspire how you can use bond score. But okay, actually, not gonna lie, one of the better protocols I've seen. Congratulations. I think you guys have done a, a great job. Honestly, you guys have done a good job. I like it. Anyway, coming back, what I want to do now is go to Megapot. Win $1 million, 205x better odds than USA lottery. Oh wow, that is a very good copy line. $100 million plus in drawings, deposit LP to earn, featured in Forbes, built by ex Uniswap. Tickets sold, goes back to the community. Megapot takes 0%. How are you guys functional then? How are you making money? And buyer said a portion is paid as fees to LPs. Yes. LPs, okay, thank you so much for saying this out loud. I appreciate that. Megapod, but what does getting lucky mean? Does everybody win? I want to understand this. Does everybody win? Because what does this mean then? LPs risk significant money. What are the risks? Do you have risks? I don't see the risks here. Okay, let me search. Pool share earn as a liquidity provider. Wow. Jesus, guys, this is some crazy shit, man. They've built it for everyone. They're like, oh, if you don't want to watch the video, it's completely fine. Just like watch it here. That's crazy though. Really appreciate it, to be honest. Wait, somebody actually had Pat. Okay, so Patrick actually replied to me. He said, do cover how our liquidity provider system works. They've run 250 million in drawings. Okay, and they're releasing a V2 that lets users select numbers and win progressively larger prizes based on matches. And it's coming out sometime, no date yet, but in the coming months. Ah, so they're bringing out a V2. That's good. Earn as a liquidity provider, 30% fees on every ticket sold. Holy shit. Okay. Take risk to fund jackpot and earns 20% of ticket scales. Okay. Add jackpot into their app and earn 10% of tickets. Holy shit, do you guys realize what this is? They basically, if they get mini apps to integrate them, brother, that's like a different source of revenue for a lot of mini apps. I think today we are reviewing some good protocols. Damn. uh, get devs of mini apps and base batches to integrate you, because there are a couple of them who will not be morally opposed to it. So for example, jackpots and lotteries are not, you know valid in Islam. However, I know that any dot fun projects, for example, they're like meme coins or something like that. They would actually be very happy in running this, and I think that people also get like money back or something, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe they don't, and I'm just like overthinking this. But yeah, players get to buy tickets in the apps they already use. Runs jackpot daily make take a fee someday. Oh, so right now they're not making any money. Um, wow, why not? Just take 0.01%, 0.1%. Just take some fees at least. That's what I would say. LPs have to buy tickets to seed jackpots. Okay, they pool funds so they win or lose together. Players buy tickets from LPs. Okay, jackpot winner is either a player, so it's one player, or LPs collectively. Okay, so you are basically either betting on yourself, which is like if you're a player, or on the house if you're an LP. Okay, a group of LPs buy $100 CGK. 10 players buy one ticket, each, totaling $10 of LP. LPs earn $2. Okay, apps earn $10. Okay, $1. Jackpot is still $100. 10 players own $7 of tickets, each within zero point 0.7 entry. LPs own $93 worth of tickets. Okay, either a player or LPs collectively. Each player has a 1 in 143 chance, a 93 chance to win. $7 is because they've won the $93 entry. This is some crazy ass shit. This is actually good. It has no impermanent loss, has variance, provably fair as well. I like these things because I think in some way it's better than meme coins. Allow me to explain, okay? You and I can get all of the charts of the world together, combined on a screen, okay? And we can stare at it all day, trying to figure out 1 second tickers. And then, if the dev decides to rug, you basically lose out on the entire game. This is giving you at least a 7% chance of winning, at least in that example, right? At least you have a chance. At least it's a provably fair chance of winning. That is way better than just meme coins. You know why meme coins are more popular than most jackpot protocols? Because jackpots are honestly honest. That's it. People say, oh, well, there's a 93% chance I'll lose, so I'll not do it. Brother in Christ, it's the same with meme coins. Do you really think you have any influence over what your coin is doing? If you had that much influence, you wouldn't be in meme coins. The only difference between that jackpot, which is Megapot, and a meme coin is that Megapot is provably fair. Nobody influences it instead of like a couple of handful of people here on the meme coin side. And it is built by ex Uniswap team and it has a pretty usable UI from what I could see. So I'm happy. I'm honestly happy. Now, what we are going to do is let's just go back to Megapot, the screen. And here you can see, oh, they've done like 241 million in drawings. Sum of all jackpot drawing prizes since July 2024. In a year, they've got wins as well. They've got 16,000 people. Last jackpot winner. My God. Holy shit. 27th is literally today. No jackpot winner, jackpot rolls over. View daily prize winners. Okay, so there are like daily prize winners as well. Okay, so jackpot can also like roll over as well. Huh. That's interesting. How is it provably fair? Wow. Or they're using PITS protocol. I remember API 3 used to have like QRNG as well. Very nice. CD security from players. Okay. Anyway, let's actually try playing this. Okay. But my advice would be to them is to get yourself included in like most of these products that do not yet have like um their own UI live in some sense. So like very early base mini apps, or base apps in general, very early versions of them, usually like somewhat launchers. And it's a little bit difficult because I think there are like base meme specific launchers as well that you can look at. Telegram mini apps would have been really nice for this as well, by the way, because they have like these jackpot machines and everything, where it like does like slot machine and stuff. Those people would be pretty fucking interested, I'd say. You can even partner up with if you guys can run like lotteries amongst like a group of people, like a smaller group of people. You can run lotteries dedicated to communities. What that means is that, okay, this is a lottery and this is a lottery only for Pudgy Penguin holders, or this is a lottery only for Azuki holders, and you can do it in their Discord. Of course, these are really big names, but you can start off with like some of the smaller ones, and you can go with like base native projects first. That's all perfectly fine. So let me actually just write that down, that you can do like community specific lotteries, because these lotteries are pretty interesting. You, like any rational person would understand, you have a higher chance and better odds at just winning the fucking lottery instead of just like meme scoping. People meme scope because it gives them a thrill. It makes them feel important. It makes them feel as if they're in charge of the chart or something, or if they're doing any kind of TA, which is like making them feel smart. Here, it's just the truth. It's just plain old truth. No funny business happening. You do not have any kind of skill issue here. It's just up to random chance. So that's why most people are like further away from it. In fact, um, if you can include like a bias section as well, like this is like the provably fair section. If you include like a biased version of this Megapod, and you say, if you refer like 10 of your friends or 5 of your friends, your bias scores go to like 0.1, which makes you 10% more likely to win. Then it becomes also a game of skill, because then like people have to like drive volumes to the platform in some sense, right? I know it will not be provably fair because you tell people that it's not provably fair. However, it's still ethically fair, at least in my humble worldview, because you're telling people, look, this is the biased version. You want to play the biased version, you have to bring your skill out. I think that can get like the popularity of the platform flowing in a little bit better, at least from like a marketing POV. Because I think when you make something that's just like too fair, like people in crypto, they have this habit, they get like bored very easily. So you may want to introduce like a biased version as this, and be very clear and open about it, that hey, this is like a biased version. So yeah, let me let me look at a couple of other things now. Okay, but I am yet to play the game. Shit. Megapod.io. Perfect. Buy tickets. $1 ticket. Continue to check out crypto. Yes, you earn 10 mega points. Pay now. In base, USDC in Arbitrum. USDC on base. Thank you. Network switch to base. Never transacted before. Completely fine. Payment. Payment is done. You've got one ticket. 100% referral fees and 20% of the mega points by sharing referral link. Okay, what will mega points give me, by the way? Like, do I get uh what is the value of mega points? I don't understand that. Auto daily by daily. Join a ticket pool on Telegram. I don't kind understand what is this. Like this pro tip one. And what is recent winners? Okay. Probably recent winners should come okay, on history, on the history page. Remove recent winners. Just keep recent wins and move the pro tips below my history. Also, tell a bit about what is the app you're promoting, because I'm looking B2B finance, but I don't understand what that is, right? And I don't want to click on anything randomly. But credit where credit is due, that was some smooth as fuck UI. I love it. It shows that it has been built with intention, went off without a hitch. So really, really nice. Holy shit, dude. This guy won 207K. That's crazy. When was this? I also want to see like when was this? So that's also something important. Show the date when last jackpot was won. I want to believe it happens often and it can happen to me too. What else? My points. Share for mega points X. Oh, so this is like, okay, you can later on probably use it for a token. That is also something you can do. But I would still say look into that biased idea. You may get like more like early users, edgy users in who think that, oh yes, I've got skill, I'll be able to like influence this somehow. Just like a skilled biased version of this. It's very simple, and I don't think you would even have to like you don't have to change like any points calculation for that. At least I'm not assuming so. You can even give them less points because you're saying that we are giving you better odds, and as a result of that we're going to give you less points, like less mega points. So yeah. Yeah, what is the VIP mode? Oh, holy shit. That is a lot. Um, but yeah, I think you guys are doing on the right path with the referral program. So the thing with you have to look at what makes a person play. So even if you go to like a casino, right? If you go to a casino, you're actually not relying on luck. You're somehow relying on your skill. Even if your skill has no effect whatsoever. You like to assume that somehow you're skilled enough that you are literally going to will a jackpot machine into giving you a jackpot. Now, when it's on chain, it's provably fair. These things are automatically eliminated from the mind. So the accursed mind, the dumb mind, the fanatic mind, the mind that is too addicted to gambling, feels that okay, it's pure chance. There is not my skill is not involved. I swear to God, if my skill was involved, I would somehow hit the lottery. That's what they like to assume. That's what they think. So what is happening is that you've made the game too fair. Anytime it's not a skill-based game, they don't want to play anymore. So the true stickiness, which is why perp dexes are so popular, meme coins are so popular. True stickiness is somewhere in the middle. Okay, Blaise Pascal actually had this idea where if you could, I don't have like the exact example nailed down, but he said that if you make a man win every single time, he would honestly just stop playing because he was playing for the thrill of winning. And if you make him lose all the time, he again stops playing because he was just playing for the thrill of having the chance to win. And if you tell him that his skill has no effect whatsoever, there are also less chances of winning. Does that mean that lotto is somehow unfair? Or the giant lotteries that you see that run across America, across all of the countries, I think at this point, are they unfair? I don't know. And they don't advertise themselves as unfair. But I'm just pretty sure that a biased version of this would bring more people towards you who are just not coming to you because they're like, oh man, it's just random chance anyway. If you give people a platform to like showcase their skills, that's when the truth actually kind of comes out. So yeah, that's what I would say. Anyway, I'm now going to move forward now and go to Nuke. GG, we are on Nuke now. The app with the highest earning rate in the App Store. What does that mean? Is this a competitor to Aave's latest app by any chance? Yeah, I think it's lending and borrowing. I'm guessing it's lending and borrowing. Okay, looks very professionally made. So high yield earning app for everyone. Yes, as I just said. Okay, so it can only be used on, man, I don't like it when people don't give me an option to use with the phone itself, with like the web app itself from the team. Joey, Kenzen, okay, that's good. Just deposited. Nuke looks good. I think it's more aimed towards, you know, it's more aimed towards the average person. And the reason behind that is that if you actually look at it, huh? Back integrations. Oh, you can like basically load your money into it directly or Apple Pay. And the reason I can say that is because look, they're like comparing against bonds and bank account as compared to comparing them against other lending and borrowing protocols. Okay. How do I start? Get the app. Okay, I have to scan the QR code. I'm not a big fan of this. I would highly recommend everyone to please create a desktop version whenever you can. Like, please do that because I just have a lot of PTSD from downloading stuff on my phone, guys. Anyway, oh Jesus, I cannot use it. The app is currently not available in your country or region. Okay, I'm from the UAE, so I probably cannot use it. This is a little bit of a bummer. Otherwise, I honestly would have really liked to see what you guys could do. But I think now what you have to kind of understand is, mm, you have to explain what is exponential phi. Like, I know exponential team, but you have to explain here. You can't just say, oh, we are not FDIC insured, but hey, we're all working with good protocols as per exponential phi. And your end user, if they're literally just like old moms and dads, they don't understand that shit at all. So that's the thing. Decentralized finance. Okay. So I think some things for you guys to like think about is how are you going to be different from Aave, because Aave just launched its app and I'm pretty sure that they are going to go big. They will not play small. They will not be, oh, you know what, we are only going to focus on the DeFi users. I think eventually Aave is going to go mainstream. They are definitely going to be the kinds of people who will say, you know what, we deserve the world and everything it has to offer. So we are going to go for every single DApp out there, every single household out there, at least the average American household, they will definitely go for. And how are you going to compete against a lot of these traditional institutes that are now coming on chain? Like we recently saw Klarna launch their stablecoin on Tempo. I think there's not that much of a, you know, jumping distance between them doing this and them also launching like a savings account. And I think now you've got neobanks like Ustria and a couple of others that are coming through as well, and they're creating like these neobanks which will have this option as well. So now I think this is where branding is going to come here as well. And I just want to give a shout out to Rob Hardick, because I think he was probably the first person who has mentioned this. I mean, he's not the first person, but he's a pretty influential person who has mentioned this. Let me get it. Why can I not see Rob Haddock anymore? This is pretty weird. Um, Dragonfly. Is it not Haddock? Wait, let me find it. Jesus Christ, where did that guy go? Sometimes I will never understand Twitter's live stream, search mechanism. Like sometimes I just don't get it. This guy, Rob Haddock, he's like the GP at Dragonfly, and he said this. Yeah, the trend in all of fintech right now is verticalization and collapsing value chains. Most infra companies have far less lock-in than they believe. Owning distribution and brand is far more valuable than investors have been trained to give credit for, which basically means that the only differentiation you will soon have is just going to be your branding, and that's it. And that's up to you. And see, they're bringing out future of prediction markets. Like it's crazy. And you know, you being early is gonna mean shit, because in 5 years if somebody beats you, it's getting tougher than ever. Just, you really need to figure out your media angle, my guy. And you really need to figure out who you're going to go for. Like the world is really big. You can go for anyone, but you cannot go for everyone at the same time. I think that time is probably coming to an end in crypto, where you can build a protocol for anyone and everyone to use. You'll have to go like specialize. And as sad as that may sound, or as limiting as that may sound, that is basically the world that we will have to live in anyway. So I think that is something very important, that if I were somebody who was in Nuke, that is what I would really, really focus on. Next one, we've got global USD account for remote workers, built for a radically better life. Deal probably is going to come after your market. And the reason I'm saying that is because Deal recently hired like a head of crypto, and they're going to do the exact same thing. In fact, they're going to have like savings account in Deal itself. So Deal itself will become a bank. And if they integrate lending and borrowing protocols for like long-term interest savings and stuff like that, they become like a neo bank almost. So just from reading about you guys, that's what I would be really, really worried about. But let's go check you guys out. Your money minus the worry. No, this is covering me. No, could we can't download the app? In terms of onboard, like your hero assets are covering up your tagline, at least on my view. More money I'm going to get on board. Jesus, bro, the amount of people who just keep doing this to me. Okay, so I cannot probably do it right now anyway, and the reason is that I will probably have to. Reason is that I'll probably have to come back because it will ask for my identity and whatnot. Okay, so if I have to use my phone anyway, I might as well just use my phone right now. So, what is it called? Digital assets made simple. Onboard. Okay. Mm, onboard. Onboard global, right? Yes, you're onboard global. Cash with crypto. Wait, are you the Nest coin guys? Yeah. Money without borders. Your last finance app. Install. It's loading. Okay, guys, so just give me some time. I'm loading it up. Tu- 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 tu. Did it download or what? Okay. Okay, so this is how the onboarding is looking like, by the way. Wait, let me just remove my phone from charging because it's always charging. So it's saying do money better, spend anywhere, exchange fast. Really smooth UX, by the way. Good job, whoever designed this. Love it. Okay, they're asking with email, work at gmail.com. This coin icon, this loading icon, I think this can be a little bit more HD. Okay, wait, let me just write it down. See if you can make a web app. I would really appreciate it. And also the coin loading icon on the app felt a bit less HD. I like less smooth. I think it just doesn't look like it belongs because the rest of the app probably is so good. That's a compliment, guys. Okay, that's a compliment. Where the fuck am I? What? Why is my Gmail freezing? I'm going to start needing an iPhone competitor on chain. 5209. Okay, like this one. This is the one. This is the icon I'm saying. It just doesn't look like it belong. It just probably it's like a little bit more 3D-ish than I would like to be. Okay, it judged where I'm from. Mm, I don't get it. Why in UAE I'm not getting P2P transfers and multi-currency payouts and trading wallet? But if I hit India, what do I get? Huh? It makes no sense. India has more features? How? India has P2P transfers, multi-currency payouts, and DeFi wallet. And if I go to United Arab Emirates, it does not have multi-currency payouts and P2P transfers. That's weird. Anyway, okay, set a code, done, done, very, very smooth. Going to verify. I don't want access. Let me try logging in. I'm gonna see how fast this login can work. Can I log in on the stream? Honestly, if we are able to KYC while we're on the stream, I think that would be pretty fucking dope. That would be one of the fastest KYCs I've ever done. Let me get my ID. They have SMS and whatnot integrated, guys. I'm trying my best. I'm seeing if how fast can I do it. Okay, okay. Uh, I just have to enter my home address. Done, done. Dubai has no postal codes. Yeah, next. ID type. I have a resident card. I can verify ID. Yes, I'm ready to verify. Let's see how fast we can do this. Usually I don't go this deep, but I don't know. I just like um the flow. Residence permit. Take photo. I'm just like signing up with my Emirates ID. Give me 1 second, guys. Use photo. Backside. Oh shit! I used the expired one. GG. New ID acquired, guys. Sorry. Wait, this is the new one, right? Yes, this is the new one. There you go. And yeah, should be good to go. Give me 1 second. Continue. Okay, so now it's asking for like a selfie, which I mean, they usually do. Continue, allow camera access. Liveness check has been passed. Thank you for submitting documents. We are processing your verification. Okay, so this is what it looks like. They're gonna process it. Very smooth UI UX, I must say. I know that my camera is probably not the best for bit, actually. Boom. Does this help somewhat? Uh, it's actually not set on auto, so that's why it won't automatically like adjust the white balance and stuff. But I can get a card. Holy shit! The KYC is actually done. I can get a card. I can get a card. What the fuck? Bro, that was super fast. That was super fast. You can set up a wallet, you can get account. Wait, so I can get a card? Pick a type? Choose card, flex card, Apple Pay, USD transactions are free, card creation is zero time, minimum card balance is $1, monthly maintenance is free. What? This is better than most cards I've seen. Okay, so yeah, ID number. Uh, I don't wanna type this in again, but okay. Monthly spending, personal occupation is media or something. I don't know. Political exposure, no. And this is complete. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, I will freak out. Literally. So I have a story about this. Besides cast, which is CAST, I've never been able to just like actually go ahead and use a card because it would always ask me some random information about my residence and like upload a proof that you actually live here, and then I would upload the proof and it would reject it and whatnot. And this is honestly the first time that I don't see that happening. Like, it's crazy. Okay, so I just have to do this, right? And I have to send 5.025 USDC to base. Okay, so if I come here, I'm just like topping up the card right now. Just waiting for my base app to load up. Honestly, one of the best onboardings I've seen. Like, honestly, loved every single bit of it. Loved it. Man, today is probably like a good day or lucky day. I've just reviewed like banger protocols. I'm genuinely happy today, guys. Nothing makes me happier than like just looking at banger protocols. So I have to send exactly 5.025 USDC. Allow paste. Paste from mode and swipe to confirm. It is sending USDC. I've sent it. Confirming your transaction. As you can see, card is being funded. I literally have a Visa card, and I literally signed up in like 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and I have like a card right here in front of your eyes. On a live stream, guys. On a live stream. This is not a controlled environment. I had to actually get out and like show my ID, all of that, and I have a card ready. My God, that is that is the kind of speed I'm looking for. That is what I love. Very, very well done. Very well executed. Honestly, has my respect. Honestly, has my respect for how fast this was. I'm sick and tired of a lot of crypto card companies who take like almost ages to verify me. Uh, please, whoever that verifier was, onboard.xyz or whatever that was, please, kudos to you. Thank you for the work that you're doing. We need more of you. And yeah, that's just it. Honestly, card is just awaiting approval now. The funds have arrived, and that's about it. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't believe it. But by the way, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for today. I think this fund is going to, like, the card approval will be done in like any minute now, hopefully. And if it doesn't happen, then I'll tell you, of course, tomorrow about it. It just happened. We are so back. This is crazy, bro. How do I have? I suddenly have money to spend again. Bro. Bro, this is not happening, brother. Brother, this is not happening. Oh my God, I can transfer money from it, I can deposit, I can do whatever I want, I can move account, choose this fuck, I can just keep USD. Wow. Honestly, wow. Loved it, man. I just love it. I can see the details and everything. And yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to add it to my Apple Pay now. So yeah, I just got myself another card. Holy shit, what a lovely experience. Uh, it was awesome. I have no words. I have to give a clap today. All the protocols that I reviewed, onboard, very, very well executed. And even like the other ones like Bond, Megapot, all of you killed it. I'm very happy, and it has never happened before that every single protocol that I touched, it did so well. So yeah, thank you so much for the time.